Today we're looking at the story of Heatherfeather, one of the early and most influential figures in the ASMR YouTube community, and how her sudden disappearance from the platform became one of the most discussed moments in internet creator history. Heatherfeather emerged during the formative years of ASMR content on YouTube when the genre was still relatively niche and not widely understood. In those early days, ASMR, short for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, was still finding its identity. Creators were experimenting with formats, sounds, and storytelling styles, and Heatherfeather quickly stood out for her creativity, consistency, and immersive roleplay videos. Her content often combined soft-spoken narration, intricate sound design, and detailed scenarios that made viewers feel like they were part of a calming private experience. She didn't just participate in ASMR, she helped define what it could become. Alongside a small group of early pioneers, she contributed to shaping the visual and auditory language that millions of ASMR creators still use today. As her channel grew, so did her influence. Heatherfeather became known for high-quality production and imaginative themes, ranging from medical role plays to fantasy-style relaxation experiences. At a time when ASMR was still under the radar, her channel was gaining steady traction, and she became one of the recognizable names in the community. For many viewers, her videos were not just entertainment, they were part of daily routines, used for sleep, anxiety relief, and relaxation. That emotional connection is a major reason why her eventual disappearance left such a strong impact. Then, at the height of her presence, something changed. Without a major announcement or formal farewell, Heatherfeather stopped uploading content. Over time, her uploads slowed and then ceased altogether. Her social media presence also went quiet. For fans who had come to rely on her videos, the silence was noticeable and unexpected. Unlike many creators who leave the platform with a final statement or transition into other projects, Heatherfeather's exit was quiet. That lack of closure led to widespread discussion across the ASMR community and beyond. Viewers began revisiting old videos, sharing memories, and speculating about what might have happened. However, what's important to emphasize is that no single confirmed public explanation was ever given for her stepping away. Over the years, various theories circulated online, ranging from burnout to a desire for privacy, but these remain speculation. What is known is simply that she chose to withdraw from public content creation and has largely remained private since. Her departure highlights a broader reality about early internet creators. Many of them built audiences during a time when the boundaries between public and private life were still being defined. As platforms evolved and expectations increased, the pressure on creators also grew. For some, stepping away entirely becomes the only sustainable choice. In Heatherfeather's case, her legacy did not fade with her absence. Instead, it solidified. The videos continued to circulate, and new ASMR viewers often discover her channel years after she stopped posting. She is frequently referenced as one of the foundational figures of the ASMR genre, someone whose style helped set the standard for what calming, immersive content could look like. Today, her story is often framed not as a traditional rise and fall, but as a rise and retreat. She rose with the early growth of ASMR, helped shape its direction, and then stepped away from the spotlight at a time when her influence was still strongly felt. In the end, Heatherfeather's legacy is less about disappearance and more about impact. Her work remains part of the foundation of an entire genre of online content, and her influence continues to be felt every time a creator whispers into a microphone to help someone relax or fall asleep. And perhaps that is the most lasting mark a creator can leave, not constant visibility, but enduring influence long after they've gone quiet.